president. Ah!
The Escape Pod.
Welcome back to Turnstile Records presents The Escape Pods. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Jezbot.
And I'm Danoz.
What a week it's been, I'll tell you what.
It has been a week.
Well, why don't you
Every
tell
week
us?
is a week.
Why don't you tell us what?
Well, it's we're recording this on, when is it?
4th of October.
Yeah. So
the Wednesday of September.
Las Vegas massacre happened just on Sunday, so it's a good mood at this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
And also the tornadoes and earthquakes. And
Yeah, lots of bad
fires
shit
and-
going on. Guys along the Myanmar border setting up landmines to blow up Rohingyas. Good times.
I once
let's
had
not-
I
let's not
once
forget the
had
Middle
a
East.
Rohingya, but I just passed out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Did you have a sore bum when you
Well, I
woke
had
up?
it. No, I had it with alcohol, so I kind of messed up my system there.
Okay.
No one's ever spiked my drink.
No, it
That's
sucks.
disappointing.
I know.
Just not hot enough, apparently.
And we did our Melbourne's Day of Days on the weekend. Was the big
yes.
footy match
That's right, the footy game.
between the
Ball
Snakes and
The
the
Wizards.
Lizards.
Yep. You guys really go hard, don't you?
No, I actually do barrack for the Tigers. Barrack.
Do
I'm
you?
doing the air quotes
Okay.
there.
I'm impressed.
If I had to choose, I'd probably choose them or St Kilda. No, not Essendon.
No, you really should.
You really should go.
You really should.
What is it about the tie?
Well, we previously barracked for Fitzroy.
That's right.
And I've stayed in the cat family, but I couldn't go with the Catters because then you got to be in there with the Shories and the who else is it? I think that's about it. But
I think one of our big listeners, Renzo, loves the Caddis.
he's a catter, isn't he?
Yeah, my parents are cats.
Yeah,
Got nothing against the cats, but go Bombers.
there you go.
But
So
there was truly
it's after footy though, so this is like
is after
you need
footy,
you
but-
need to wrap up the footy season by acknowledging the fact that
It
you know
happened.
we come from Victoria, and where we come from, we even get a public holiday so that people can not go to a AFL Grand Final parade.
okay. So how do you feel about the grand final day off?
I love it.
Should be on
Very, very Australian.
I think it's
I think we could have.
I think it's on the wrong day.
No, why?
I think it should be the Monday, not the
Should
Friday.
be the after.
Well, it used to historically
prep.
be the Monday. It used to be Melbourne Show Day,
Why did
which
they?
was the Monday, and then it tied in with every other state who has the Monday off for
NRL
I think it
or
might be
whatever.
NRL Hangover Day or
This is what I'm-
something.
exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking
so
about.
we need an AFL hangover day.
Yeah, it's called Sunday,
Okay.
the traditional Hangover Day.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And did you
In
watch
every
the?
country.
Did you watch
Yeah,
the?
well, unlike you, I get quite passionate about footy.
I'll say I heard a
And-
story about you during the semi-finals at your daughter's third birthday.
Did you?
Got a bit loud and raucous.
Oh, well, I don't even go for the Tigers, but you should have heard me yelling on Saturday. Admittedly, we did break away from the beers and get on the Reds with our sirloin steaks pretty early in the day.
Pretty
Pretty.
Curb Your Enthusiasm's back.
Yeah, sure.
It's
Is it
awesome.
back? Have you
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
it?
Watched it last night. It's
Where can I
awesome.
see that?
On the internet. So
He is a funny
hit
guy, isn't he?
Red, drinking red at the footy. It's weird, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, I wasn't at the footy. I was at a barbie,
Watching
and
the footy.
and we
Technically,
weren't
that's at the
having
footy.
snaggers. We were having sirloin steaks with your choice of about 17 different mustards, and it just seemed appropriate to have a
I had a
glass of red
feeling you were
wine
going
with
to
it.
say mustard.
is that
I really
the?
did.
Is that the?
You got your seedy, you got your English, you
The
got
horse.
your...
Did you know there's even an Australian mustard? Or
I do now.
Or so Master Foods claims.
horseradish mustard?
Well, I'd
Is
call
it in
it
that
horseradish or horseradish is actually in the wasabi family.
Aha.
Fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
That's a Dan Mustard fact. Dan Mustard. Yeah.
No, that's a prime cut, the sirloin.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just talk about that a bit.
Yeah, it was big,
What's
juicy,
What's
beefy.
your favorite cut of meat?
You
Tim?
got your T-bone. You got your...
Just the one. Just what's your favorite?
I'd go...
Any kind of cut. It could be ham. It could be sliced. It could be anything you want.
Is it any meat group?
Any meat, any
meat.
cut of meat. Yeah.
Can you just say tick all of the above? You know,
Yeah, I guess so.
the quiz.
I think if I had to choose, I would choose chicken.
Chicken cut.
Would you?
I don't know. Nah.
Chicken's
What are the cuts?
Chicken's one
Rump.
place removed from being a vegetarian.
I always go to the meat shop to buy my varieties of
I think
meats.
it's a butcher.
Then I go and I ask the meat cutter guy,
That's a butcher as well.
okay, have you got any meat?
Yes.
And he proceeds to say yes.
I've got your T-bone. I've got your sirloin.
No,
I've
but
got
when I'm looking through,
I feel it.
this is
I've got
my
you.
strategy. Straight to the discount. I don't mind
Yeah.
eating old meat
Yep, sure.
at all. And then I go, I wouldn't mind a bit of the old lamb. If I had to choose, I'd probably choose lamb.
Okay,
Yeah.
lamb cutlets.
Lamb cutlets.
There you go.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'd go,
Top shelf.
I'd go check that out. Remember how expensive they are.
Mm-hmm.
Downgrade to a big steak. Remember how expensive they are.
Yeah.
Then get a sausage.
Oh, boo.
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going on record here today. I don't like steaks.
What?
Wow.
They never get it right. It's always
Do
too
you know-
dry.
Uh,
By the time you finish it, it's dry.
No.
It's cold.
No.
Or it's every time.
No.
Because
No.
I'm chewing and I'm chewing and
Yeah,
I'm
but
chewing.
are you chewing? Are
cooked
you
wrong.
chewing eye fillet? Are you chewing sirloin?
Doesn't matter
Are
where
Are
you
you
go.
chewing casserole beef? Are you chewing
Yeah.
chicken necks?
Yeah, there's a reason your chump steak tastes like chump.
I do have a little step back when I go through the chicken section, and there's a massive container of chicken hearts, and there's like 500 chicken hearts in each container of about 1,000 containers. It's
What, you want to go for it?
no, I'm shocked by how many chickens, because there's one per chicken, right?
One
Yep.
heart. Yep.
Yep.
yeah. It's not some
That's
crazy
a lot of-
Doctor
that's a lot of
Who.
hearts.
It's got 2 hearts, you see. Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I've got
Have you tried chicken hearts?
No, I haven't.
They're actually quite
They
moreish.
look good.
Yeah, it's like a beer snack. They cook it on a shish kebab over a couple of coals. Don't overcook it. Splash a bit of maybe salt, bit of cumin, and nibble away.
Come
And
on.
little known fact, when you eat 5 hearts on a shish kebab, you take the essence of the chicken.
Yeah.
You actually
Yep.
get to...
Yeah,
And that's how you get to cumin,
yeah, yeah.
the spice.
Ah, okay.
I've
Well-
got a follow up from one of our other podcasts.
Yeah.
The world is not going to end on 23rd of
we
September.
we did say that, didn't
I
we?
feel like I'm sitting very upright today.
I think you're right.
Upright
Yeah.
Citizens Brigade, you've got a higher chair than us.
I feel like I'm usually like lounging and it's all very relaxed.
you are in a
I've-
baby's high chair.
Mm,
Yeah.
I'm not uncomfortable. It's
'cause
just,
If you clip
just-
those things
it's a
in the
different
front, you won't fall
sensation.
out.
It's a different sensation sitting. We've got a table in the pod for the first
Yeah, we've
time.
tried to sophisticate it up a bit.
Well, I just think...
Well, you mentioned something
I
the
mentioned
other-
it. That I think it's more conducive to talking when you can actually look in each other's eyes across the table.
Yep.
And
Does that limit us to 4 people?
4 peoples is good.
4 people, on,
peoples?
and the person that sits on this end gets all the mic stands in their face.
Or alternatively, we could strap a microphone to the ceiling and have it come down like in the boxing. And we
That
could
would be nice.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Then you could have-
So,
Yeah, go on,
like
Kim.
every good end of the world date that comes and goes, as they all have, or have they? Have we split off into another reality where we actually get to experience the world timeline where nothing happens, yet in every other dimension it ends?
Hold on a second. You're talking about a Back to the Future 2 split off time thing on the blackboard, right?
Yeah.
Where he goes into the future.
Affects
which
the
is now,
space-time continuum.
But it's basically Trump, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, it is.
What's his name? What's
Biff.
Biff? He's
Yeah.
Trump in the Trump Tower, in the Biff
You
Tower.
could be onto something.
He actually is.
And with that shooting and all the craziness that's going on, maybe we are in that split timeline
Maybe we are.
We're
where
split off.
everything's gone haywire. When they started the Hadron Collider
Yep.
and split the bloody god, Adam.
Yep.
Yeah, which is something else altogether. They've postponed
God
it.
particle.
They've
Yeah,
postponed
thanks.
the end of
Thanks,
the world again.
Ah, good.
Do you want the new date?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
82 more years.
Okay.
So
I'm happy with that.
Can you handle that?
Before that's it.
Then that's it for sure.
So that's is that Armageddon? Like coming down.
I wanna
rain and
say-
fire? What's the?
That's what is the actual cause. The spelling one of those is there. The end of the world is nigh. Everybody's going to die. 82 years.
Doomsday.
No habitable oceans.
Oh, so it's
No
going to be
us.
it's going to be man-made.
Carbon. This level of carbon in the oceans is the past point of no return.
Well, doesn't it make you feel good that the Australian government has just announced that it will be establishing Australia's first space agency?
At last.
Yeah, right.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, I am very interested.
Everyone
in it.
always thought that we already had a space agency because if it wasn't for Australia, no one would have been able to witness the man landing on the moon.
Well, it's Canberra.
Yes, it is. It's Canberra.
Yeah, the dish.
And no one could have witnessed any of those awesome shots from where did we just photograph? Where was the crash? Saturn? Crashing into Saturn? No one could have watched that. Who was our...
I missed that. I missed that episode.
You didn't see the
Rosetta?
the satellite that's just been deliberately crashed into Saturn.
That was
just now or like 8 years ago?
Last week.
Oh, no.
last week.
So look at that.
They deliberately decided to crash it into Saturn because they've discovered, because of this satellite orbiting Saturn, that 2 of the moons of Saturn have the potential to harbour life. One is a water moon, and the other one is this like gaseous giant that has they just say potential to harbour life. So rather than contaminating these 2 moons by accidentally bumping into them and
putting
and
our
some
DNA
bacteria or some shit, they went, well, fuck it, we better crash it into Saturn.
The Cassini.
Okay, Cassini. That's
Cassini.
So,
And what's the one with the man and the woman and the record?
Yeah, what is that one?
Yeah.
That is...
The satellite that's just left our
Voyager 1.
Is it Voyager 1?
Yeah, with the gold record.
Isn't that Star Trek?
Well, there's a point that they...
Have you seen the new Star Trek?
No.
Oh, yeah. Hot diggity dog.
Okay, it's good.
good.
Love
okay,
it. Love
okay.
it.
We'll watch the shit
Okay,
out
so
of
I've got to watch the shit out of that, and I've got to watch the shit out of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah.
And what else?
And The Wire.
Okay, and
Just for Jeremy.
and also Seth MacFarlane's new Star Trek show. So
Okay.
2 episodes. So it's I think they wanted him to do. He was a big fan of Star Trek, and he was. I don't know. He was going to write one of them, or he was going to direct one of them, and then they said, "Nah, you can't do it." So he said, "I'll make my own fucking Star Trek." It's
Okay.
basically Star Trek with him in it.
Okay.
Pretty
So, whenever I think Seth MacFarlane and Star Trek, I start thinking about Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna have some of those
It does.
quality lines.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I don't know. Did you see the Million Ways to Die in the Old West?
Not
It was all right.
Not too bad.
was
Not
alright.
too bad.
I
It
had
wasn't
chuckle.
wasn't as bad as that fucking stupid one with Will Smith in it.
Wild
Wild West.
yeah.
Oh my god, what a fucking load of
wild
shit.
stuff.
Which those movies are made just for the outro music, so that the artist can do the theme song.
Yeah, but we've discussed this once before. That no one does theme songs to movies anymore, do they?
It's the Smurfs, the Smurfity Smurfs.
Or the ninja,
Something like that.
The ninja rap with Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You've got one of those movies, right, that you're allowed to take with you. It's 7.9 billion kilometers journey to get to Saturn.
Yep.
What are you going to watch? You're only allowed to watch one thing.
That's when I'm going to watch The Wire.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 9 seasons.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it twice. Once on the way
Okay.
there and once on the way back.
Is a series acceptable?
I think so.
The problem with watching a series like The Wire is once you know what happens in the end and you go back to rewatch it, it loses its
no rewatch.
loses its
Yeah.
impact.
It's no rewire.
You need
no rewire.
something. You need something that you can when times are tough and
Oh,
you
so
need a little
like-
smile.
Seinfeld.
Like MASH.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had to do the callback.
Yeah.
So back to the Australian space agency. Why?
Because jobs of the future
Not
are-
rockets.
Are not, yes, rockets.
Rockets.
Jobs
okay.
of the future are not in automotive manufacturing.
No?
You may have seen the news. Topical yesterday.
Hot takes.
Toyota closed its doors forever.
What
But-
news are you watching? Because I don't know anything that you know.
Well,
Yeah.
well, this is why we do a podcast together, isn't it?
Yeah.
But on another
Teach us,
note,
Dan.
we did discuss sometime in the not too distant past the fact that there are some exciting developments in additive 3D printing and the printing of rocket engines and
Is that for real?
jet fucking engines, and that's happening just down the road at Monash University.
Wow, at the Hadron
Now say that
Sexy
again.
Collider.
Say that again. They're printing rocket engines.
Yes, out of magnesium and nickel, and
But-
they are fully functioning and kick ass. And
Fully
because
functioning.
because they're 3D printed, they can make them like honeycomb, which halves their weight and doubles their performance.
Ah.
And they can just
With
go,
a taste that can't be beat.
doot, 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 and then
do like
watch it do
honeycomb.
its thing.
Yeah, honeycomb's awesome.
Yeah, so do I.
We should get some honeycomb.
When you were eating, were you a vanilla violet crumble
Violet
or a crunchy
I
kind
like
of a
it
guy?
crunchy. But I did.
But it just seems like violet crumbles have like disappeared.
No,
Can you
still
still
there.
get them?
Yep.
Can you?
Yep.
Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough.
Probably.
They probably changed it.
But that's amazing stuff.
It is
just
amazing.
down the road here.
Just down the
What
road.
happens just down the road here?
Sure does.
There is an open day at the
Synchrotron.
Synchrotron.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really want to go for a spin, the Gravitron at Luna Park in St Kilda. Yeah.
My favourite.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, look, do we
You were talking about Cassini, I think.
Cassini?
Oh no, the Voyager.
So we've got habitable planets, which you don't want to disease by crashing into it.
Yes.
Could the thing go forever? Like, or do they have to crash it? What's the
Yeah,
purpose
this
of
one
crashing
was
it?
deliberately orbiting Saturn. So it
Wouldn't it
wasn't
just
like
go forever?
wasn't like Voyager 1 that was just heading off into the
with
never
a
never.
poisonous
Into
message
space,
about
man.
where we are.
Yeah.
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 This is
It
who we
goes
are. This
for-
is how to destroy us.
Yep.
And here's some
Yep.
crap music to listen to, which by the time you reach us is very old.
Well, you know what happened in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Fucking once they decide that they want the cosmic intergalactic highway to come straight through Earth, there's no stopping it.
Yeah,
gone.
that's it.
It's gone.
I think the record lasts for the record casing in Voyager is 3.5 billion years or something like that. Traveling in space, the record could last for. It's a very
Okay.
very long time.
Yeah, yeah. But at the other end of the universe, when someone goes, "Oh, what's that? What's that thing out there out the window?" and they pull it in and they pull off this gold thing, are they going to put a record? What
There's
do
a
you call it?
stylus.
No,
Stylus?
I think it's
Stylus on it?
I think it's like 1001. It's binary.
I think
No, I
there's a-
think
with
it, no, I
imagery.
think it's a. I think
I
it's
think
a
they've got a
stylus.
stylus in there. I think they've got one.
Have
on,
they?
on board? Yeah.
And some instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the alien's going to press play and then he's going to start going.
Or he's gonna plug it in and it's a 240 volt, not a 120.
Have you got an
Yep.
RCA jack?
Yeah.
Go!
Then
Echoed through time.
so they make that last forever, but they can't make an iPhone that
True.
doesn't smash. Which I've smashed maybe another 7 times since I
you look at
got
my
it fixed.
abomination of an iPhone cracked all over it.
They could
Stuck
do.
together
They
with
could just. They
Band-Aids.
could
That's
just go the old
disappointing.
perspex and.
But if you've got
It doesn't
the
smash.
cache of NASA,
Planned obsolescence.
Yes,
and
well, I
they
realise
they
that,
wanted
but,
this Voyager satellite to go for a long time. So
Yep.
if you've got the coin behind you, you can get an
Yep.
iPhone that doesn't crack. But
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of like polystyrene and alfoil on Voyager. It's not like advanced tech. It was launched in
Yeah,
when
that's
was it
right.
launched? In the 60s?
72.
Yeah,
I think.
72.
Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then what? If they send that thing out
What
and
thing?
it's the record one,
Yeah, yeah.
is it sending messages back? Is what I
Not
said, is what
anymore.
I said,
It's
is what I
too
said. It's too
far away now. It's
Okay.
past Pluto.
Oh, okay.
Interstellar space?
They can't bounce it
I
off.
think it has.
They can't.
Don't know.
Can't work something out there.
Don't know.
I think you should.
I have trouble with my mobile coverage, and you're talking about light years.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting if they're watching it and it goes past Pluto and it goes way out, and then all of a sudden it appears behind them, coming in the other direction, like asteroids.
Can't wait.
Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
Remember playing asteroids?
It's called
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, bending space
And time.
and time. So should we cut to an ad? Yep. I've got an ad ready right now.
Hi, I'm Rudolph Bernstein, owner and CEO of Rudolph Bernstein Industries. Here at Rudolph Bernstein Sex Robot Repair Center, we cater for our clients' needs. We understand that some of our male clientele may have more sensitive requirements than others. This sounds crazy, but some of our clients don't want one of our award-winning sex robots. They want a real-life companion, and that's why we came up with our real-life wife robot. Our real-life wife robots say and do things just like a real wife would do. We also understand that not all wives are the same. That's why we surgically attach our lifelike 100% horsehair wigs to the scalp of our real-life wife robots. You could choose blonde, brunette, or matted unwashed hair that smells just like expired mayonnaise. Just like the real thing. We also program our real-life wife robots to reject your sexual advances and only perform sexual activity once or twice a year, leaving you dejected as a man and regretting ever having a wife in the first place, just like the real thing. But that's not all. In our real-life wife models, we've recently programmed a real-life wife voice response activation. Now our real-life wife robots even sound like the wife you never had. Here's a voice activation we recorded earlier from one of our Aussie Bogan wife robots. Honey, when will dinner be ready? Get it yourself, you prick! 3965, Unit 211, Off-Ramp Car Park, Albuquerque. Sex Robot Return Center is not responsible for lockjaw malfunction.
Speaking of real-life wives, I just heard from Cassandra. Yes, I'm losing the battle with my dogs, jumping over the fence I've built, getting
your
into
little
my
safety,
garden.
your
My
safety barrier fence.
Okay.
That
How
was
does it
hot
happen?
text.
Because it's quite a high fence. We're talking what? Give us the listener a little bit. Up to chesty, gutsy.
3.5 feet.
Yeah.
Foot meters? How many meters? 2 meters.
1.6.
2b7? 2b1.
1.2.
And what the dogs keep getting over there, do they?
One of them in particular. Yes, he's very springy.
Because it sparked a little news story that I saw.
Is it north,
East.
west,
South.
It's the news.
Incredible moment. Dog owners returned from the pub to find a pet pooch standing on top of their roof. Would you like to see the dog standing on top of the roof?
Sure would.
It's like right up there. It's a two-story roof.
He's
right up there.
He's right up. Thanks, Danoz. Good reflexes there.
Years of basketball.
The dog was staring down the street from the top of the roof, looking for the owner to come back.
Right.
That's a good vantage
Sure
point.
is. But he's not a monkey, Tim. He's
And then he went, "Oh, my daddy's home. Jump."
No. Surely he would say, "Roof, roof." You see what I did there?
Dad joke.
Excellent. They were having a pint at the local pub when the neighbour burst through the door and told them the dog had escaped and was standing on their roof. When their family got home, they were horrified to see their naughty Rottweiler Cooper, aged 4, had managed to push his way through a skylight. How the fuck? The family and the fire crews staged a mission to get the dog back down. Naughty dog, naughty dog.
Bad dog.
Thanks,
Dan.
That was,
You hear that in the
yeah.
background?
Yep, you sure did. He's always going where he's not allowed. Obviously. Through the skylight. How the hell would he have done that?
It's there.
One of them joked. I'm trying to see... What's the worst thing your dog's done to date? Jeremy? Anything?
Tried to eat the rat sack.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there was that.
Yep. And demolished a block of chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was that.
Ate an onion. What else aren't they allowed to
They're
eat?
not allowed to eat onions.
I don't know. I think not.
No.
Or is that Cass?
Yeah, or is that you?
I don't know. It's all a
pro-
bit confusing.
I'm pro onion.
I'm thinking that
I'm
dog.
pro onion too.
I'm all about
love it.
onions. Yeah, I like onions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to fry them up though.
I
Yeah.
could almost bite one.
No,
What, like-
Tony Abbott styles. You fucking moron.
Speaking of Tony Abbott, we were sitting. Tim and I watched the footy together. It's just the two of us, really, wasn't it? Oh, Tanya came over.
Yep.
Um,
Is this the challenge? Is this the game for the day?
this is the
Excellent.
game. This is the game.
We thought this is right up your alley, actually.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
So I, for some reason, started thinking about Trump, and then I thought Obama, and then I went backwards, and I knew most of the presidents going in backwards order.
Which don't say any of
I
them
won't.
now.
I won't.
'Cause we want to see how far.
going pretty far back.
Okay.
And then I thought to myself, well, I'll try to do it with the Australian Prime Ministers.
Okay. And you didn't get very far?
Nah, not very.
No.
I got about five
Yeah.
deep. Six
So the challenge is, right, before you start thinking too deeply,
Okay.
we're going to hit you with the American ones first.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So going backwards,
Yep.
Trump being the first,
Yep.
going backwards,
Trump.
how far back can you go?
And
I
to
can
tie it
go-
all in, it's
I can go back to Tricky Dicky.
Okay.
all right. I've got them right here, so you can go right ahead.
Okay.
So hit us.
Trump.
Yep.
Obama.
Yep.
Clinton.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Oh,
Go,
George Bush Senior.
Wrong.
George Bush Jr.
Correct.
Now remember,
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Start
we'll
again,
give you
start
that.
again.
All right, we'll
Start
give you
again.
that.
Start
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Get you thinking hat on.
Yeah. So let's start again. Trump.
Yes.
Obama.
Yes.
George W. Clinton. George W. Senior.
Correct.
Then it goes. Reagan.
Correct.
Then it goes Jimmy Carter.
Correct. Good
Then
one.
it goes Tricky Dicky.
No, you've missed one in there.
Um,
That's pretty much where we were kind of getting up
No,
to.
we stopped at Reagan.
Okay.
I actually got. Yeah, when I was doing it in my head.
But then like there's one you're missing there, and then it's Nixon.
So it's Gerald.
Yeah, that's Tricky Dicky.
Gerald Ford.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gerald.
Then it's
Gerald Ford was
JFK?
end of the Vietnam War.
JFK.
Wait a
Then-
minute. No, you're not there yet.
Okay.
Nixon.
Nixon. Then JFK.
No. See.
That's what I would have thought.
All the way with LBJ.
Oh yeah.
Johnson.
Okay.
Then Kennedy.
And
then-
before that,
yeah,
who gives a stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eisenhower, Truman, Roosevelt.
Okay.
Hoover.
Okay.
So proving that you're probably more swayed towards the
Australian ones.
political.
Seeing as how you got the
parties.
third one wrong.
Leaders.
Yeah.
So let's just tell you what happened with us.
Okay.
We went. Okay, start right.
Yep.
Who's the prime minister
Currently.
currently?
Okay.
Actually, Vanessa said, "Who's the president?"
No.
Who's the Australian president?
The
Australian
Australian
president.
one's actually more difficult
It is.
because there's been lots of fucking swapping and changing and twisting and turning.
Yeah, but in your favour most of the time, right? Because
Why in my favour?
Because you play certain teams when
Off
it comes to
against one another.
politics. Could you
I've
remember?
got them up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All right, so
reckon I could
going back
go
from
pretty good.
current guy is
Malcolm Turnbull.
Do you think you're
Is
going to
it?
go better than the third one?
Yes.
I'm just going to
Oh,
fact
but it's
check. I'm
but
gonna
it's
I'm just
but
going
it's tricky. It's
I've got
tricky. Malcolm Turnbull,
Yeah,
Tony Abbott.
correct.
Then it is Julia Gillard.
No, you see.
No, Kevin Rudd.
Yeah,
No, but it's a swapsies.
I know. You've
Yeah,
done
but
it.
you got to know.
You only got up to the second one again.
This is what
Ah,
we did.
damn
This
it.
is exactly what we did.
Yeah, but they swap three times.
Twice. So it goes Turnbull, Abbott,
Rudd, Gillard, Rudd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rudd.
Always
Yeah,
rings.
sorry. And
Yeah, Rudd, Gillard,
But I
Rudd.
think my list might be wrong.
What's that?
Well, because it doesn't have the Rudd, Gillard, Rudd. Mine goes Rudd, Gillard, Howard.
which is
Incorrect.
incorrect.
So Wikipedia or Google, you're wrong.
Is it going by the actual voting? Because we didn't vote.
Don't have to. That's not the way our political system works.
Oh, well, that's exactly it. But then when we do vote, is that the only time it
You're not
counts?
voting for a prime minister. You're voting for a party.
Party leader. Well, for a
no,
party.
you're voting
No,
for a party. Yeah.
No, but first what happens is they send you out a form, a survey, and they say, are you willing to vote this election? And then you say yes or no, and you send it back, and then they tally
No,
it all
I
up.
That
think
costs
you-
$120
I
million.
think-
$120 million.
I think you're confusing voting with the same-sex marriage online survey.
Is there an online survey
Yeah.
version of it?
Oh well, it's not a.
Because it
it's
could have
not
been
a-
free if they
it's,
did.
It's not a binding vote, and it's costing 120 million. So, go figure.
Yeah.
Go
Go
figure.
figure.
Oh, wait, I'll just quickly go figure.
Go figure yourself.
Doesn't
Yeah.
really work out. So,
Yeah, Hawk, Melt, Fraser, anyway. Probably,
yeah. So, but
Yeah, I know
proving
them
it
all.
again, but like you could go back to.
I can go back to Chiefly.
You could go
It
back
was,
to 1963,
Yep.
but you can't go back to prime ministers.
I would have gone back. I would have gone back pretty well.
But you didn't.
Well, it's, it is a bit
You had
tricky.
to
Yeah,
check.
yeah, right on the spot.
It is a bit tricky, isn't it? So there you go.
Now-
That's know your
Now,
Know your
know your
prime
pow-
ministers,
Prime Ministers.
Power-
leaders.
leaders,
Mm-hmm.
the leaders of industry.
Do you know
Yeah.
any leader
I don't
from Papua New Guinea?
No.
Neither do I.
Okay, that just sort of like stopped right there.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but
that's the
really?
thing. I couldn't think of who our prime minister was currently.
We
That's-
were several beers deep.
No, yeah, but we knew like, so it was more like old guy, budgie smuggler, Fanta Pants, Mr. Sheen, Fanta Pants, Mr. Sheen, and then who was it before that? Then it was then it was eyebrows.
eyebrows.
Then
or,
it was,
or trackies.
Yeah, and then it
Trackies
was
and power walking.
Keating was what? The traitor. Right?
Yeah.
And then
for
Hawke
sure.
was the
I
sculler.
thought he was like the Hugo Boss suits.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The Sculler is a
Yep.
different...
Yeah, that's right.
I get a different image when you say the Sculler.
And
yeah,
before
what
that,
do you get? The
I
sculler.
get it's pornographic.
Okay.
And,
Skull fuckers.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Basically.
okay,
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but
that's
But I did.
you did. We went
sure
there.
did. We
on your
sure
skate
did.
pods.
Oh, we go all the way there. We're hitting
Internet radio at its best.
hitting for the fences all day, every day.
that's good. That's
Every couple of
pretty
weeks.
good.
Yeah.
It has been a while since we've been here.
Is
Did
it
you know
showing?
that there's a competition going on?
No, I
There
didn't.
there was a home brewers competition,
No.
and that your brother, if you want to give him a little bit of a shout out,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that it?
Well, you tell me what he's done, and
No,
I'll
no.
give him a shout out.
Because he's a master brewer.
He sure is.
So he can actually enter the domestic home brew if he approaches somebody with a home brew kit and gives them his recipe.
Yep.
He can enter that beer as a domestic beer, and that's what people are doing these days. They're kind of slightly rigging the old home brew thing.
Keels, just to flag his
Brilliance and
brilliance and place in the beer world.
And what a
is-
shout out!
is the current Australian large brewery champion.
So he's already got the large brewery
Yeah,
title, so he
yeah,
doesn't need
yeah,
domestic.
yeah.
Cheap,
why would he be
cheap
giving away
brew.
all those
Yeah,
recipes?
They fly,
that's true.
They fly him all over the world to go and drink beer and talk about it.
And now imagine he enters the home brewing one and he doesn't win.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So Mark, my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
entered.
Oh,
and
yeah,
did
he
quite
does.
well.
He does a
Did
good
quite well.
drop, doesn't
And
he?
Okay.
this weekend he took the grand final off to a special brew.
Okay, and it was
Well, I don't know, it was beer, I think.
okay.
And
Beers aren't beers.
beers aren't beers aren't beers.
Beers aren't beers.
That sounds like a good bumper sticker. Beers aren't beers until they're in my stomach.
yeah, yeah.
But I think he's going to do quite well. That's a big shout out. Good luck to you there, Marky.
We
Good
all
luck.
love our beer.
Good
Yeah.
luck. But
We
he's
do.
but basically what my point is
Yeah.
that he's a bona fide home brewer and he's beating out these people that are cheating with
With
proper
the pinch hitters, we'll call them.
yeah, what are we calling? You got your
Essence of...
yes, you got your you got your beer brewers of
I didn't get the
with
first
cum.
bit. I
You
was
got your-
I tuned out. I didn't know
No,
what the
all the
setup was.
all the specialty brews and stuff that's been tried and tested in big places,
Yep.
and now taking to the domestic level to enter these competitions to win a couple
Yep.
of titles.
Yep.
But he's beating them out.
Well, I've got a little fun fact on how to become a grand champion brewery in best in class.
Can I
What
ask,
you do?
is it what you do is you get your brother.
Well, apart
So
from
don't
that,
know the recipe.
apart from that, you enter beer categories where you know there's not going to be much competition,
Like a stout or...
like a black IPA hybrid Kolsch, and
doesn't sound great.
And there's no one else to compete with, so you automatically
that
get the
class.
gold medal in that class, which bumps up your
I got a Kolsch, but I used a condom. Great,
good beer.
thanks guys. Thanks boys. Bartender's secret shows how to spot if your beer glass has been washed properly.
okay.
Have I done that already?
No.
No, doesn't sound familiar.
None of them were washed
Okay.
properly.
Yeah,
All
that's
glasses.
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
Is it a
because you're not
glass?
supposed to serve beer in a hot glass, right?
Well,
It's not great.
if it's hot, you know that it's recently been cleaned, I guess.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
true. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Nothing can put you off your well-deserved pint more than a dirty glass. True.
You know, in the UK, they always like squirt the pints like behind the bar just before they pour. They like
Gives
put
it
it on a
squirt.
little squirty
I
squirt.
think that's why they. I think this little method here maybe even gives that a little bit of a. Has ya?
Okay.
Good-
okay.
good-
read
good
on.
work.
Read on.
Good work on that. That's how you serve good beer.
Okay.
Whether it's previous customers' fingerprints, old beer residue, or shadow, old lipstick marks, can dirty a glass up and turn your stomach immediately. Sometimes, though, the signs of the venue isn't doing a good job is because the glassware is easy to spot. You can pick it with the tastes, apparently.
Okay.
You can actually taste.
That's it.
Maybe on your first beer, but not after you've,
Yeah.
10 beers down.
Your glass is beer clean. If the salt sticks to the inside of the glass, you can put some salt on the inside.
Okay.
glass.
I'll try that. I'll try that.
Yeah, that's really going
If the
to.
salt coats the inside of the glass evenly
gonna
all
enhance
over
the
your
flavour of the
glass
beer.
is beer clean. If it doesn't, there's still oily, greasy deposits, and this will attract more salt.
Yeah, this glass is super clean.
I think
but
that
my beer
feels
tastes like
like
salt.
they're
Yeah.
talking about the outside of the glass. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, and when I go out to a bar, I very, very rarely, sometimes, but very, very rarely,
Sometimes.
bring
Caught me by surprise then.
bring a salt shaker with me.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
I
You
like
do.
that.
I know that about you.
Yeah.
I've always said
Yeah.
that about you.
Well, I like to make sure that I've got clean beer glasses.
Yeah. Danoz salt shakers.
And on the odd occasion when I go out drinking to a bar,
When is that?
well, we did
On Saturday.
night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we sure
we did.
I'll occasionally take a glass home.
Will you?
Yeah, if I can.
Can I
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
what's wrong?
can I
Tim?
call out my my death threat?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
so we're
Death
just
threat.
about to go to a gig. I've just posted on, and I there's no reason why I can't tell this story.
no, just
Right?
go ahead. That was weird.
Posted up on Facebook. I just posted this before this all happened, by the way. I'm going to be at this nightclub from this time to this time. Come down and see me if you're in the area. This is where I'm going to be. Come down and see me. Here I am. I'm playing here. Come and see me play.
Yep.
Right, so I've posted that up. And then about 5 minutes later, I get this phone call from a number that came up in my phone. And it's...
What, you already had the number?
No, his number came up. So
It wasn't blocked.
I might even read it. Should I read it out on the...
Go nuts,
No,
man.
I won't.
Oh, your number?
No, I read this guy's number out.
No, don't do that.
And...
Yeah, inform the authorities first
Yeah,
before you read his number out.
So true.
Yeah.
Anyway, I answer the phone. Is this Tim? I'm like, yeah, man, yeah. So, you know, you offered Angelique a record contract, and you didn't. You reneged on it, mate. You reneged on it. So you didn't give her the record contract. So I went, no. Angelique, Andrew Lake. No. Angelique, mate. And I know you've been fucking her, and we're gonna fucking come and kill you. Right?
Okay.
Right? No, shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
We know you did it. You can't get out of it. We're going to come and get you. And I've just posted up where I am and when I'm going to be there. I was a little bit concerned. I'm just trying to find... They left a message on my answering machine. So
It did go for quite a while. Tim was trying to explain, I don't give out record contracts.
No, I don't give out. I don't know what
any
you're talking about. He
Angeliques.
goes, you're in sales, right? You're a salesman, right? No. Well, you know Angelique? No. Well, you're fucking her, right?
Okay.
So that
And it's
went
like-
on and on and on
Yeah.
for a long time. Does Cass remember any of that?
She remembers
Okay.
because Cass
Yep.
took the phone and said, well, I'm Tim's wife, basically. And like, no, he's not fucking anyone else. He's here the whole time with me and the kids. He's got no time to fuck anyone else.
Well, he is. And you're a fat bitch, fat box bitch. And we're going to fucking come and kill you. But it was like two dudes on the phone. So it was a group message. So when I first answered, it said, you're being attached to a group. Beep. And then there was two dudes on the phone, both threatening me.
Probably for their podcast, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Well, I thought for a minute that it probably
Well, maybe we
was.
should ring him back and fucking
Put
threaten
him on
him.
our podcast.
Yeah.
Put him on right now.
I'll fucking
And-
kill you.
I'll kill you, gun. All right, so let's just hear from him now.
Okay.
He left a message because he kept calling me and calling me.
4 saved messages.
Okay.
New message.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday.
Yeah, cocksucker. That fucking look at Mrs. Fat. It's because you got a fat wife and an ugly fucking wife with a big box. Doesn't mean you go fucking around with our women, mate. You don't touch our woman, mate. I'm telling you, mate. We'll be on, mate.
Our woman.
Fucking dog. Be loyal to your wife, yeah, and stick with your missus, mate. Stop fucking around with other girls, mate. Answer your phone, you weak cunt. Because I'm going to bring... She's going to come here in 5 minutes, and I'm going to put her on the phone to you. How does that sound?
To
Good.
replay.
Good. Sounds great.
So that went on for...
There was a couple of calls, and then we ended up just sitting there listening to them call up and call up. So I forced Jeremy to come to the gig because I didn't really feel like getting glassed.
Yeah,
I
I can understand that.
I was bouncing.
Yeah.
And you didn't come over. I didn't see you all night. Not even once.
I couldn't get you.
So
It
many
was-
people
it
came
was
up to
pumping.
the DJ console. You
Yeah.
didn't protect me once.
No.
Thanks for that. Can you play? I don't know. What do they say?
I don't know what they say.
I don't know what they say either.
Taylor Swift,
No, nothing like that.
Beyonce.
Something like that.
Okay.
So a lot like that, really.
Is this the club at the end of the train line?
It's in Chapel Street.
Okay, it's not at the end of the train line. Okay,
No.
cool.
So I didn't know what to make of that. If anybody recognises that voice,
I think it was a gag. I think it's
It's got to be a gag.
Jackass style, Jerky Boys,
Yeah. Podcast special.
pranksters. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're thinking of podcast frame of mind. You say podcast to people, no one knows what you're talking about. And what I've found is no one really gives a shit. Have you found that?
Yeah, it's funny because it's true.
What about a YouTube page?
What is this YouTube you talk about?
What about YouTube?
What about MySpace?
I think it'd be better saying that. I've got a YouTube radio show, and then they might listen
I see
to
what
it
you're saying.
rather than
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Because they do. You say, oh, I'll do a podcast, and you see the glazed over blank look in there.
What does that mean?
Deep
How do I get
dark
it? How can I
eyes.
ever listen to it? Why
Yeah.
would I?
Yeah. Do you know your phone, yeah? You know the button on your phone that has podcast, yeah?
No, you lost me. Yeah. God.
Well, I
So there you
wouldn't
go.
worry too much
When was your
about that.
last death threat? You must have got one or two. Never?
None are coming to mind.
When was the last time you took a shit on someone's windscreen? Does that come to mind?
No.
I've had one or two.
Yeah.
One or two.
Have you?
One or two number twos?
It's just an email, like when emails just sort of. Oh no, I couldn't have. No, it's recently.
Okay. What
A dude
happened?
from high school sent me this big long email saying, you know, what you did to me was wrong, and why didn't you ever blah 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 and yada yada.
And what did you do to him?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, because you guys went to school together. Who
Yeah.
was it? Tell him.
It was,
in secret.
Okay.
Crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy one.
Yeah.
Say, that's what it was. It was.
And this happened recently.
Your brother accused me of stealing his car.
Oh, that happened. He actually did do that.
And he did steal a car. Well, they found it at his house. So,
Yeah.
and I never did it. But I think he was writing as if I was Andrew, the brother. It
Right.
was like a weird context, like where no, I wasn't even there,
Involved.
dude.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, you're mixing up your meds.
Yeah.
But,
did you write back to that?
Okay, so
I choose not to.
that's not a death
Okay.
threat, though.
So, all right. So,
it got pretty heated. The letter to me.
Okay. So just
So-
got caught
so
up in the
what's-
moment.
so
Started
what is the
threatening
real-
to scoop out your eyeballs with spoons.
Yeah.
what's the real course of action here? Because we've been debating it the last couple of days, right? I've got this guy's number. I've got a couple of options here. I can call him up. He might recognise my number or have saved it, so I can't do it from my phone. I thought about getting Mum to call up and saying, "Hello, love, is Bobby there?" And when he goes, no, I don't know who you're talking about. You go, "Oh, please, love, can you help me? Who have I called? Can you tell me who you are, please?" Get his name. Then Facebook the fuck out of him, right?
Well, we can't put this to air now because he's probably listening.
No, hopefully he is. Hopefully he is.
What's a podcast?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So what are you supposed to do? Like, because you went in your action. Well, Cass's action was fight it,
Yeah.
right?
Like-
Can't win that. You cannot win a. You come here, cunt. No, you come here, cunt. You fucking come here.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking come there, cunt. You can't do that. You did the silent treatment.
I answered one of the phone calls and I just let them speak and just listened to the background just to
Okay.
get the. And
I
they
feel.
ended up hanging up because I couldn't deal with it because there was no
There's no. Yeah. I haven't had any calls since.
path of least resistance.
So I feel like it's a mistaken identity because there's no way I'm fucking Angelique. She's a dog.
She sounds hot.
She's a dog.
Yeah,
cunt.
actually, I've always found Angeliques
Angelique's
to be really
sweet. Yeah,
super
yeah,
hot.
yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even met an Angelique.
There was
We
one in
had
our-
an
one.
Angelique
Yeah.
in our friend circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Always hot.
What was her name?
Yep.
Tight.
Angelique.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And-
Oh, yeah.
Or was she Angelica?
That's also fun.
There's also an Angelique Kerber, a German tennis star who's
And when she bends over, makes that sound.
well, she's
40 loves.
She's
I don't know. That's the only thing about tennis I know. I did see the Williams sisters though.
Yep. And was
when
there
walking.
involved?
I thought it was years ago when we were working together at the old.
You saw it in the flesh?
Yeah, walking past me. They were very large, very tall.
I think the last celebrity walk by that I've had, I turned right onto a side street somewhere near in Windsor, somewhere, and I had to stop abruptly and Moonface. Bert Newton walked in front of my car like a scared little puppy dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he must have been going to his scumbag son's house
I remember I was at a party.
to extract him from rehab.
that's pretty harsh.
Went out for a piss at a party at like 6 a.m. and ran into Red Simons as he was going to his morning show.
Oh, do you
5
remember when we were coming home from a fucking all night
shenanigans?
blast and we were driving home, and in the taxi next to us, sitting in the back seat, was Red Simons.
That's right. Yeah, I had this whole like 2 months of just running into Red Simons.
No. But this was just gold. We were all pretty loosey goosey.
Yeah.
And we were traveling down. I think it was like Exhibition Street, but at every intersection, we caught a red light. And Jeremy continued the conversation with Red.
Did he have his window down?
Yeah, it was like, it was the middle of summer.
And then by the third intersection, he was like, "This is getting a bit awkward now, isn't it?"
Red said that.
No, Jeremy
Oh,
said
Jeremy
that.
said that. It was awkward for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's gold.
We've got to stop
Gold.
running into each other like this.
But
Yeah.
I guess my favourite was Woody Harrelson in London.
Okay.
All right. What happened there?
I dropped a whole bunch of. I was coming out of what do they call the supermarkets over there?
Asda? Tesco?
The Tesco. I was walking out of the Tesco and dropped a whole bunch of change. And when I bent over and looked up, there was Woody Harrelson walking down the street.
Did he help you?
He looked at me. He smiled. I nodded. He was with his daughter. I didn't mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, celebrity walk-bys.
Celebrity walk-bys.
I had Baby Spice come into the bar where I was working in London.
Cool. And
so
she said goo goo gaga.
Well, she
and
offered
you gave her a free drink.
She offered to give me a reach around, but I settled for a photo.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I'm
So that's
feeling
evidence.
like that's a half-truth. Like she settled for a photo to get rid of you.
Yeah.
You wanted to reach around.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Ran into Alan Border and the cricket team on their way to the training.
Is he still alive?
I believe so.
Years ago. Years ago.
I think that's it for my... apart from people at gigs.
Okay.
But I don't think I've had any, like... Look, when you...
Hey,
accidentally-
that's you.
Yep. Oh, no, what's her name? Griffiths?
Melanie Griffiths?
No.
Andy Griffiths.
No, the...
Peter Griffin?
No, what's her name? The Australian actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
Rachel
remember.
Griffith.
Rachel Griffiths.
Okay.
But if you can't remember their name, doesn't count.
Right.
No.
That's what they
Hey,
say.
is that No,
Yep.
you missed it.
Ran
Yeah.
into
I blanked. Who's that fucking annoying bloke?
well, he doesn't exist. So if you go
Did he host Blankety Blanks?
No, he hosted. He was. He's a funny dude. That's stand-up comic.
that
His
narrows it
name's
He
down.
goes like
Sean
this a
McAuliffe?
lot.
Dave
Oh.
Hughes.
Dave Hughes.
Dave Hughes.
And I
I did run into...
I blanked him.
I ran into Sean McAuliffe in a stairwell.
Oh, did you?
Yep. And I just passed a piece of human feces. And then I walked into...
What?
You passed a piece of
passed
human feces.
no, I didn't pass it.
It was in the hallway.
It was in the stairwell
Right.
of this parking lot.
And you shared a
I
moment over
Passed the poo
human
and then ran
feces.
into, and then like was looking at the poo and then looked up and there was Sean McAuliffe there and I went, "There's a poo down there." And we had a little moment.
So I guess if
So
you've
I
got
guess
any celebrity run-ins,
Oh yeah, let us know.
let us know
Yeah.
on Turnstile Records.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Facebook.
Yeah.
The Turnstile Records presents.
Send us an email.
Yeah.
Tell
Send us something.
Yeah.
Just to know you're out there.
That's it. We
Yeah.
just need some kind of little spike.
Actually,
on
I
it.
And
did
if someone
actually-
else wants to ring in and threaten Timmy,
Yeah, please do.
We need content.
That'd be great. Preferably while we're on air.
I will give it.
Tim, you're fucking Angelique. Your wife's got a big dirty box. That's a half truth.
I thought you were being semi-racist until I heard him, and it was pretty much a
Yeah.
exact.
no, he's
Yeah.
good with his impersonations.
I can do it.
I was going to give a shout out to one person that I know is listening because he sent me a very nice message on Message Bank.
Who's that?
How lovely.
Renzo.
Ah,
Who's up
Renzo
there
up in
Queensland.
QLD.
Much love to you and the family up there in
There you go.
Queensland. Listen to the Escape Pods. Thanks, mate.
Big
Long
shout
time
out.
listener, no time caller.
Yes, but I did
Or
say
emailer.
I did promise him he could come on next time he's down in Melbourne.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
He comes on every time,
He does.
doesn't he?
Comes
When
on strong.
He does come on strong.
But as you could probably hear from the tone of my voice, I think I'm starting to wrap it all up.
Well, it is a tie down, a wrap up.
Fairies
As it was.
nuts.
It always happens so quickly.
Doesn't
does,
it, though?
doesn't it?
Doesn't it? So we're going
Anything
to
to add,
try.
Tim?
Well, we're trying to reach our 100th episode. We've got 20 more to go. That's another
Okay.
season. So are
Stay
we at
tuned.
the end of this season? When
80,
does this-
88, I believe.
Is it?
22, 44, 66, 88.
So we've got a few more to go.
There we go.
The season
Yeah.
just keeps on going.
So buckle in, kids, because it's going to be a bumpy ride on the Escape Pod.
Yep.
But we've got a new setup. It's a table. We're sitting around,
Yeah,
we're
it's
sitting around the
it's
table
it's
now.
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
Table's
helps.
good.
It actually does help.
It does.
Table's good.
Yeah,
Table's
it
good.
does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too loungy before.
Yeah, I feel more attentive.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't help it. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
we're at a meeting.
It's
Yep.
like work.
Mm.
So I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like usual,
What's that?
I smell
This is
the music coming up,
something.
which signifies the end of another podcast in the Turnstile Records studios. I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Danoz.
And I'm Jezbot.
Go love yourselves.
Yeah. All over yourself.
Fortnightly. The end.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
One pod left, and the 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod sounds really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.